On the 24th of February, Russian forces invaded neighboring Ukraine as part of a special military operation ordered by Russian President Vladimir Putin. These forces came from Belarus to the north and Russia to the east. According to US officials, Ukrainian soldiers have put up strong opposition. Since then, the Russian military has begun a full-scale combat attack in the disputed Donbas region of eastern Ukraine, taking the vital port city of Mariupol and securing a coastal route to the Crimean Peninsula, which Moscow has seized. Now Ukraine is behind the attack in Crimea, where there is one death. A person with knowledge of the operation told ABC News that Ukraine was responsible for the explosion that occurred in Crimea on Tuesday. According to Sergei Aksionov, a Crimean official, the bombings in Novofedorivka, Crimea, claimed the life of one individual. Since the battle started in February, this is the region's first significant attack. Brit Klenit and Dardar Jovanovic of ABC News. The 8th of August, 2:20 p.m. in the battle in Ukraine, the US estimates that 80,000 Russians may have perished or been injured. According to Colin Kahl, the Department of Defense's Undersecretary for Policy, 70,000 to 80,000 Russians are believed to have died or been injured since the start of the conflict in Ukraine. The American Falls on Tuesday, homeowners in the 2,900 block of South Frontage Road were evacuated due to a structure fire in American Falls. According to a press release from the Sheriff's Office, the Powell County and Rockland Fire Departments, the Powell County Sheriff's Office, Powell County EMS, and the American Falls Police Department all responded to the incident just before 11:42 a.m. When they arrived, the emergency personnel found a nearby garage completely engulfed in flames. Before the fire could spread, fire crews were able to contain it and put it out without any problems. The garage was completely destroyed, but the residents were permitted to return to their homes. The fire's origin is being looked into. Also, we come back in Nigeria. Nigeria can't afford another civil war. El-Rufai. Nigerian youths have been exhorted to abstain from violence by Kaduna State Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai because the nation cannot afford another civil war like the one that erupted in 1967 and claimed over 2 million lives. El-Rufai further urged National Youth Service Corps participants in the general elections of 2023 to refrain from being utilized as conduit pipes in election rigging. The governor made this statement on Tuesday during the closing ceremony of the orientation program held for 2022 Batch B, Stream 2, NYSC Corps members sent to the state. El-Rufai claimed that the civil war was an unnecessary act of barbarism that the nation could not afford to repeat. He was occasionally represented by the state's acting governor, Dr. Hadiza Balarabe. The youth must, he urged. Youths in Nigeria must therefore refrain from stoking the flames of conflict and bloodshed there. As a nation, we must prevent a repetition of that terrible chapter in our past. And Nigerian youngsters must reject becoming weapons in the hands of those who promote violence. My dear valued Corps members, I think you have the ability to defend what is good for our dear country and what would help to create an unified Nigeria. You shall not fail to do what is right for your dear country. After all, promoting Nigeria's unity and advancing development is the NYSC's primary goal. Again in America. The National Youth Service is a reflection of our belief that our young graduates will serve as ambassadors for a larger cause. FBI raids Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Unprecedented for agency to execute search warrant against former president. Former head of the FBI's Minneapolis field office Michael Tabman said the FBI's execution of a search warrant on Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Florida is unprecedented. The FBI's decision to execute a search warrant at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home on Monday is unprecedented, especially for a non-sitting commander-in-chief and one who has indicated he might run again, a former special agent in charge told Fox News Digital on Monday. "We just haven't investigated presidents after they've served their term," Michael Tabman, former head of the FBI's Minneapolis field office, said. But it is a huge move by the FBI in that the political sensitivities are clear. It's obvious that they are dealing on a very, sort of tenuous political climate when you go out and you investigate a president, especially one who says he may run for office again. Trump announced on Monday that his palatial Florida residence had been raided early in the morning. Sources told Fox News Digital the search was in connection with materials that Trump took with him from his time as president. Sources also said National Archives and Records Administration referred the case to the Justice Department, which recovered 15 boxes of classified materials from the home. But Tabman, who is now retired and not involved in the FBI's investigation into Trump, noted that securing a search warrant is no minor task. You have to certainly, as most people know, produce probable cause to first get prosecutors who want to write this and present it to a judge and then present it to a judge who has to agree that you have shown probable cause that a crime has been committed. There is evidence of the crime in the location that you state and at the time you plan to execute the warrant, he said, by phone. So, there's a lot of information that you have to be very convincing of to a federal judge and they scrutinize these. Also Bello questions cyber libel case. Dr. Walden Bello and lawyer Luke Espiritu pose for photos during a press conference organized by Labaning Massa in Quezon City on Wednesday, a day after posting his bail for libel and cyber libel charges by Jeffrey Tupas, Vice President Sara Duterte's former Davao City Public Information Officer. Bello questioned the case filed against him, which he calls a proxy harassment by Duterte after being called out for not participating in the 2022 election debates. Also, let's head in Uganda updates. Uganda ranked 5th in aviation safety, security standards in Africa. The International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, a United Nations, UN, specialized aviation body, has ranked Uganda 5th in aviation safety and security standards in Africa. The aviation body carried out an audit of Kenya's aviation sector under the Universal Security Audit Program, USAP, from the 16th of May to 27. The results indicated that Nigeria topped the sector scoring 96.06. Followed by Kenya at 91.77, Tanzania scored 85.68, and Rwanda got 85.97 and Uganda had 76.44%. However, the Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, UCAA, indicated that the audit doesn't reflect Uganda's actual position in airport security. While Kenya was recently audited by the ICAO and registered a good score as indicated. The percentage figure mentioned in relation to Uganda is not correct because Uganda is yet to be audited by ICAO, the spokesperson of UCAA, Mr. Vian Lugia, said. The last ICAO audit on Uganda was the Universal Security Audit Program Continuous Monitoring Approach, USAP CMA, conducted in 2017 and the score was 81.8%. This is a totally different reporting period from that of states that have just been audited in 2022, he said yesterday. Adding, it is also important to note that when ICAO audits states, they do not rank them per SE, but only allocate scores. The indication, therefore, that Uganda is ranked 5th is not based on any standard parameter and is not correct. Mr. Lugia said Uganda will be audited next year in September. Similarly, a Universal Security Audit Program, USAP, on Uganda is scheduled for 2023 or later, he said. The audit assesses and determines a country's compliance with these international standards on the ICAO's 8 critical elements of effective aviation.